Think about the quietest car you have ever been inside, the kind of silence where you notice the sound of your own jacket against the seat. That is where the electric Mercedes GLC starts. Whether it changes enough to justify choosing it over the BMW iX3 is the question this review answers. The exterior hides a bigger car inside a familiar shape, 100 mm longer than the combustion GLC, 84 more between the axles. That makes it the same length as the previous generation GLE. Mercedes hid a larger car inside a silhouette their customers already trusted. The illuminated grille, 942 backlit dots behind chrome, references the upright Mercedes fronts of the 1970s. In lavender silver, it reads confident without trying to be aggressive. The real question is not how this car looks, it is how it rides. Every independent review has arrived at the same conclusion. With the optional S-Class air suspension, the electric GLC is the comfort benchmark in the electric SUV segment. The BMW iX3 is the sharper car through a corner. Not contested. What the GLC does instead is absorb broken surfaces with a composure that makes the iX3 feel firm by comparison. You drive over a pockmarked stretch of road, and the cabin stays eerily still. You reach motorway speed and conversation drops to a whisper. I find that quality harder to measure than a lap time, and considerably more useful on a Tuesday morning. The rear axle steers up to 4.5 degrees, cutting the turning circle to 11.2 meters. For a car this long, that changes how you park it entirely. There is body roll if you push through corners with enthusiasm. Quick direction changes are not welcomed by the chassis. The GLC prefers smooth, deliberate progress, and when you drive it that way, the grip is enormous and the composure is total. The 2-speed rear transmission, similar to the Porsche Taycan system, shifts imperceptibly at around 119 km per hour, roughly 74 miles per hour. Mercedes says it improves highway efficiency. You will never know it is there. The dashboard is screens. 3 is standard, spanning pillar to pillar on a single glass surface. The optional hyperscreen stretches to 39.1 inches and includes a passenger display that plays films while you drive. A camera monitors the driver's eyes and disables it if you look over too long. That is either a thoughtful safety feature or an admission the screen is too distracting. Probably both. The voice control is the most reliable I've used in any car. One sentence, multiple commands, and it works first time. The physical controls on the steering wheel, the volume roller, and the Distronic switch are the best design reversal Mercedes has made in years. This is also the first car in the world to offer a Vegan Society certified interior, with nearly 100 components independently audited over 2 years. Every soft-touch surface from the seats to the trunk carpet is free of animal-derived products. Mercedes making it optional rather than mandatory is the correct approach. Rear passengers gain nearly 50 mm of additional legroom over the combustion GLC, plus a standard full-length panoramic glass roof on every trim, which is an option on most rivals. Rear climate controls and charging ports come standard. For families with growing children, this is genuinely one of the roomiest rear cabins in the segment. The boot holds 570 liters, around 20.1 cubic feet. That is 50 liters more than the iX3. There is also a 128-liter frunk, around 4.5 cubic feet, opened by pressing the badge on the nose. Previous EQ models did not even let owners open the bonnet. Towing reaches 2,400 kilograms, among the strongest figures in the electric SUV class. 489 horsepower from 2 permanent magnet motors. 4.3 seconds to 100 kilometers per hour, around 4.2 seconds to 60 miles per hour. The acceleration is controlled, linear, deliberately smooth. Mercedes wanted effortless rather than aggressive, and it shows. The front motor decouples mechanically when not needed, which is part of the efficiency story. WLTP range is up to 713 kilometers, around 443 miles. Real-world testing across multiple publications has returned between 460 and 550 kilometers, roughly 285 to 340 miles, depending on speed and temperature. A triple-source heat pump pulls waste energy from the motors, the battery, and the ambient air to protect winter range. 10 to 80% takes 22 minutes at 330 kilowatts. 10 minutes at a fast charger adds roughly 300 kilometers, around 186 miles. That is a coffee stop. You plug in, you order, you sit down, and by the time you have finished, the car is ready. The iX3 charges faster at 400 kilowatts and claims a longer maximum range at around 800 kilometers. Those are real advantages. 65,205 euros with the Austrian Salon discount. The BMW iX3 starts at 68,900 in Germany. That gap narrows once you add the air suspension and rear-wheel steering to the Mercedes, both of which I consider essential. The iX3 has more range, faster charging, and a sharper chassis. If those are the metrics that decide your purchase, the BMW is the correct choice, and I would not argue against it. What the Mercedes offers instead is the feeling that you have arrived somewhere before you have gone anywhere. The silence, the ride, the way the cabin absorbs you. This is not a technology showcase, it is a car that happens to be electric. Whether that distinction matters to you is the decision. For me, it does. And that is a sentence I did not expect to say about a Mercedes EV this year. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.